What would it feel like to be in the driver's seat of your own happiness in your personal and professional life? If you change the way you look at things, things will change the way they look. We're going to talk about choosing happy and detaching from the negative conversations we carry around without even knowing it. We're going to talk about how you can turn problems into opportunities. See every moment as a chance to live abundantly and experience freedom from stress and anxiety. So why do we keep doing the things we do? Let's figure out how to get in the driver's seat of our own happiness. Shift your perspective to a happier place. Thanks for joining us.
So, last episode we started talking about the GAILs. We jumped into assumptions. We talked about interpretations. Now, today we're going to start with limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs is a set of beliefs that are almost like a preconceived notion of how we think things are supposed to be, rather than accepting things for exactly as they are. So, can you think of any examples that you might have dealt with in limiting beliefs?
With regard to work, I would say that I used to feel as though I couldn't get any joy out of my current job because it wasn't exactly where I felt my passion laid.
Lied,
I'm not
lewd,
sure.
load.
Anyway,
So do you mind if I share some of our stuff at all?
no, not at all.
So, do you remember what used to happen in the morning when you used to wake up and turn your phone on?
Yes, perfect. Yes. So, okay, when I used to turn my phone on, I would be very anxious and dreading how many messages I would see on my BlackBerry to say, oh no, what do these customers want? What is going to be asked of me? It just added to my stress and anxiety, and it made me not even, it made me not even want to start the day. I already started the day on a poor note.
Because what was going to happen if you missed an email? Do you remember what you told me?
I felt that I would be in trouble.
Right.
Or...
That's exactly right. Because if you didn't hear about a meeting and didn't show up on time, you might be in trouble. And what might happen? What you thought might happen?
I thought that my boss would be unhappy with me, or I don't know.
Do you remember what I asked you at the time? I can remember.
Oh, what I was afraid of, and I said
no,
I was afraid of failure?
When you correct.
Yes.
Failure, and you're afraid your boss might yell at you if you came to the meeting late. And I said, does anybody else come to the meeting late?
And I said, absolutely, there's people late all the time.
And I said, do they get yelled at?
And I said, not really, no.
More times than not, I end up sitting there waiting for them to come online. And that you were afraid of failure.
Right. I was.
Because when I asked, and how long are you currently with the corporation you're with?
24 wonderful years.
And in 24 years, how many times had you failed?
Never.
Right. So limiting belief was that failure meant something that was going to be horrific.
Correct.
And it didn't happen.
No,
Hadn't
it
happened.
didn't.
In
No.
24 years, it hadn't happened.
No.
I mean, you
If I make a mistake now, I correct it, and I don't make...
A what?
If I...
Wow. So you'll learn this as you listen. We don't have mistakes. We have opportunities. Things may not work out the way we wanted to. But a mistake, Henry Hudson, and I like talking about him because when he sailed up the Hudson and came out at the top, you know where he thought he was? Asia. He thought he found a shortcut. Mistake? I don't think so. So, that's the A, the I, and the L between last episode and this. Get ready, because here comes the gremlin. The gremlin is that little voice that has always gotten in the way of us stepping outside the box. That little voice that kept us from trying because it said, And everyone's gremlin message is different. You're not smart enough. You're not good enough. You're not something enough. Tall enough, short enough. It doesn't matter. And parents and life and everything else were kind enough to install them. And you're not going to get rid of the gremlin. But once you know the gremlin's there, you will have full awareness that that gremlin is the one who's been in the driver's seat most of the time when you show up at level 1 and 2. And we've talked about that a lot.
Yes, we have.
And I can tell you personally, there's not a day that goes by where something happens and I don't say, what is that voice I'm hearing? Now, I work, I think, pretty hard at recognizing the voice inside my head. I know Lucy does. And understanding that that gremlin gets the keys to the car when we default. When those stressors come out and we hit level 1 and level 2, we take the car keys, we hand them over to the gremlin. We get in the passenger seat and say, go ahead, take over. And that's why there's 2 of us who show up. The stressor person and the non-stressor person. When the non-stress comes out, we can be brilliant. We can be genius. We can be intuitive. When the stressors come out, we hand the keys over. We yell, we scream. We go to catabolic. We win, you lose. I'm going to take my pound of flesh. Vengeance happens. Or, oh my God, I never ever win.
Yes.
I know I haven't told you how to get past any of these things yet. That's for the next episodes. See you then. And remember, as always, your choice to choose happy.